Yes, this is how we're looking so far with the fabrication process with the Honda Steel 400 chopper. So the other day I put on the grips, waffle style grips is what I'm going for. I got this on AliExpress. Had them fixed on using the spray paint. Yeah, I think you saw this headlight bracket and the triangle headlights. It is on. Now what's been taking my time is the Sissy bar. They will stay on. So, and yeah, I'm just going to, I just finished making this this bracket that should hold the Sissy bar. So just put it in place. Vice grips. I don't have a second vice grip, so I had to improvise, use cable tie and wires on this other side. So I'm supposed to tack here, tack the other side, and remove and finish welding on the table. Let me go about that right now. So these marks were to make holes in the fender so that I can have a mounting tab underneath the fender and have it screwed to the Sissy bar. Yes. Yeah, progress right there. Got done with the Sissy bar and started on that seat pan for the Polion seat. Front end looking okay. Bracket for the headlights. That's a seat pan for the Polion seats. No passenger on this bike though. That's all for the rider. Yeah. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, this is where I'm at with the build. Shaping up good. Yeah, that time I installed this chopper side mirror. It should work best there. And of course I had the tail light on. I had to chop it, make it much shorter. I could probably make it shorter than this. Yeah. So I was struggling with the new LED bulbs I got right here. I don't know why they couldn't work here. Here the ordinary bulb works in there to figure that out. But yeah, this is how the build is coming through. Number plate is on. Plate holder. I need to come up with something here to hold the CC bar together. Thinking of a design, thinking of some flames, so many ideas. I have to choose one. But today, before I go there, I have a bunch of things in the garage that I picked up on yesterday. This steel cylindrical pipe. I'll use this to make an electronic cylinder for this matter. You may just need half of this to go over there. It's pretty thick, it's expensive. You know, steel is used in the construction industry, so it has to be expensive. I'll hustle to get that, but I got it. Yeah, I got this pipe as well, this pipe. I'll probably chop and try to bend. That's gonna be something to explore as well. Because I have 3 pipes now that I have to work with. So this one of the front pipes, they came with the bike has some very funny mounts that didn't match up. You know, I need a mount like this. That's much easier to work with. So it came with mounts like this. They never work quite good together. So that's why I picked up on that. Yeah. I'm thinking of some up sweeps for the bike, you know, going up. Maybe similar to the 600. Yeah. And then, today what I'm gonna do is going to cut the tank in half, this gas tank, because it's rusty inside. And I tried everything. I've had white vinegar works, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's rusty very much inside. Still dark. So I want to cut it in the middle and clean it. Clean the two halves with wire brushes and scotch braids, you know. So basically the other way around. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Cut it in half, then clean it, and then take it to a welder. This time I'll use somebody outside with a brazing machine, you know. I mean, those are very common here, the brazing machines. It's very hard to get somebody who has TIG or even MIG, so I'll go for brazing. Also did that, brazing, my brazing guy. So cut it in half, clean it inside physically, and then take it to him. That's my program today. So let's get started. Alright, this is what I was talking about. See how bad this tank is. I didn't see myself surviving. Look at those rust chips down there. So it's too bad. So this option is what I'm doing right now, to cut it into pieces. Try to clean this as much as possible and then see what we could do next. Yeah, a little bit better now after scrubbing it with water and detergents and a wire brush on the steel wall. The grid. But yeah, let's move on to our next step. Yeah, so on to the foot pegs. So I cut up some. I think this is a size 6 twisted iron bar for those foot pegs. And had them drilled in the middle. Took them to somebody with a lathe machine because I can't really use my hand drill on that. Progress on the bike. Battery box cylinder, battery cylinder is already in. I skipped, sorry you didn't see all that work that went into doing that. It was lots. Yeah, but what I want to show you on this table is the finished twisted foot pegs, twisties. That's what I call them. Some sketches for those foot pegs. Finished work, ready to go on the bike. Yeah, these are supposed to be breathables for the carburetor. Where is that plastic thingy going from the diaphragm kind of area? So I was making those breathables. That was a trial. I had to drill 19mm bolts, drill some hole through it. Yeah, that, and welded the nuts. And in the middle, I had a net. And then I made a groove so that the other thing could fit in, could sit in next to the air cutoff valve. So you can go in on there like that. Yeah. Yeah, all fit in now. So you can see the net inside there in the middle with the bolt and nut. Yeah, looks cleaner. No plastics. There's plastics. The carburetor. Yeah. So yeah, this I was starting on the coolant reserve tank. So many people run that liquor bottle, but I had to make my own. Make it from cylinder, smaller cylinder, pipe. So that's what I went with. Yeah, because I saw somebody make stainless steel. I would have probably gone with that, but I went with this. Came to mind. Use raw steel. Coolant tank, reserve tank all down. This is it. Gonna have this go on top here. And does this hose for the bolts. And have these bolts touch there. Yeah, and then I had this welded. And so one of the hoses will go from there, and then another hose will come from down there and then deep into the coolant. Yeah. Just 2 days of work on that. Just want to show you this method I used. This is what I used. Yeah. Wax over there. So yeah, time to fit in the engine. I called up Edgar. He's a local mechanic, good friend of mine. He really comes around to help me with some things that need his expertise, because he's been in the field for since he was a child. But yeah, he came around to help me fit in the engine. We went at it. It was quite hard one with the spacers down there. So because this is the hard tails, we thought it was going to be easier because the swing arm doesn't move, but it's quite something to fit in there. Yeah. Alright, welcome back guys. Thursday morning. I'm up in the garage working. Surrounded by beauty and chaos at the same time. But yeah, I'm here to continue with of course 400 steed chopper. Yesterday I got the engine in. Yeah, finally got the engine in with the help of mechanic friends, Edgar. Edgar, thanks a lot. He was up in here and we struggled with this, getting this engine in. We had to, of course, change a bunch of things. Change some spacers here, shim them down, reduce them down. One of the bolts here never got in. Fine, yeah. But that should be fine. Yeah, since it's a different frame, so maybe. Yeah, but maybe the easier part was the swing arm doesn't move, so maybe that was easier. But nothing was easier. Nothing was easy putting in this engine. Everything really was tough. I got the chain on as well. front sprockets, behind sprocket as rear sprocket as well. Chain is at the right tension. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one as I rest to finish this chopper.